Right, good afternoon, grade 12s, grade 12 accounting class. Sorry, I don't have all the other PowerPoints. Now you're going to ask, now, who's this ugly dude that sits there in our island in Hawaii teaching you accounting grade 12? Ma'am could not make it today. There was an emergency that she had to take care of, and I have to stand in for today. But no worries, I'm here. I'm going to teach you accounting grade 12. And let's dive right into it. We're going to do reconciliations today. And in the group chat, I've given you 3 files. So if you haven't got the files, I've put the links as well. It contains this work, and it contains some other work as well with regards to the accounting. So without further ado, you can see my workflow is kind of different from that of ma'am. I'm going to put up the answers and the questions here. I'm just going to mute my video so that you're not able to see my video and that you can focus on this. Please feel free to download the documents. There's not only reconciliations, there's quite a few things in those documents as well. And they come from the Gauteng Department of Education. So some of the questions are easy, some of the questions are medium, and some of the questions are difficult. So I've given you 3 sets of documents as well. The one is the question paper. The other one is the answer sheet on which you write your answers. And the third one is a memorandum. Just now remember, the memorandum is not always easy to interpret as well. So sometimes you really need to think about this. Right, so I'm going to move over to my camera, which I've set up. I'm just going to undo my video, and then we're going to start straight into it. Right, okay, any questions at this particular stage? Everyone happy? Let's see, fastest finger on the trigger. Good day, Luke, Danielle, Odiasa, Radanari, Radarani, and Sonia. Right, let's see, first, let's go through this. So the first question there, this is question 1.1. You will see there might be a slight delay in this because it is what it is. It's just one of those things. Okay, right. So the first one there is the concepts. We're just going to test the concepts. So choose a term from the list below. Wow, they even give us the terms that we have to do. To complete each of the following statements, write only the term in your answer book. So they give us outstanding check, they give us bank overdraft, they give us stale check, debit order. I presume everyone can hear. Just say yes, please, in the chat group. Just say yes, I can hear, so that we just make sure about it. And please, you do need to write something for me. Otherwise, I'm not sure. Okay, thank you, Luke. That is great. All right, so let's take a look at this. So we've got there the words outstanding check, bank overdraft, stale check, debit order, dishonor check, outstanding deposit. And we have to match them up with what we've got here. So 1.1, a check that's more than 6 months old. There, 6 months old. Wow, kind of going to smell a bit if it was a piece of bread. So fingers on the triggers, what would you say? Which one of these things? And I did give you a clue. Like it's kind of going to be like a bread. It's going to stink after a while. So which one would you choose? Fingers on the triggers. Doesn't matter if you're right or wrong, but I'm giving you kind of a hint here. It's going to be like old bread, old moldy bread. What's the nice name for old moldy bread? Yeah, style check. Yes. Please email me. Yeah, I think we've switched off the chats. You can only chat privately. Yeah, that would be the stale check because it says there stale. Sorry, I'm touching my camera there. Right, so 6 months old. Yeah, that's stale. Anything that's older than 6 months is very stale. Right. Okay, second one. Permission granted to a third party to automatically receive monthly payments from the current account of the business. All right. A third party, in this case, is usually a bank, to receive monthly payments from the current account. Current is your check account. Okay, so That can't be a check. No, bank overdraft, most definitely not. Then we've got debit order. Let's see. Come, boys, girls, come, write down something for me. This is question 1. This is worth 4 marks. Right. Third party to automatically receive payments. Outstanding deposit, not really. Dishonor check, not really. The only thing that can be debit order. There we go. So that would be the debit order. Right, you can follow by downloading it from the chat box. There's 3 files and there's a Google Drive link. Right, interesting. This one, an item shown as unpaid check on the bank statement will be regarded as a or as an. Now it says there, the word there, or the important word is unpaid check. Right, a nice word for unpaid check. Come, it's not only Jadida that's there. There's other people as well. What would it be? Come, grade boys and girls, grade 12s. This is something that you should know. This is grade 10 work. It would be, yep, no one, dishonored check. Because it says there, unpaid. He never paid. Remember, we're working here with 2 things. We're working with cash, either cash received or cash paid, or not. But there's always cash either paid or cash not paid. Right, okay. Next one, facility where the business can use money, more money. Oh, this is a nice one, where they can use more money than they have currently in their banking account. I wish just the bank would do that for me so that I can use more money than I've got currently in my bank account. Yebo, sorry, I can't see properly. Odiasa. I hope that's correct. Odiasa. Yeah, that would be a bank overdraft. Where's bank overdraft? There's bank overdraft. Yes, you can use. All right, so that's easy peasy stuff. So let's go on to the actual bank recon statement. Now, before I get to the bank recon statement, there's always, you know what, I'm just going to take away this thing here on the left side because we're not really using it. And then I'm going to, okay, what's going to happen now, I'm going to make it a bit bigger, but I think the lag is going to be worse as well. Right, okay, so let's read through it. Just before I go on, there's always 2 sides to a few things that you need to remember here for bank statement and that type of thing. What you need to do is there will always be some form of receiving. There will always be some form of payment, right? For both the bank and the bank statement. So remember that. And it's always going to be either in one of 3 places. I'm just waiting for my laggy friend to catch up. There's always going to be kind of 2 things here, or 3 things, sorry. There's always going to be 3 things. It's either in the journals, or it's in the bank statement. So it's either in the journals or it's in the bank statement. And then it's always, that's the third one. That's very important. Sorry, apologies. Look, I'll go and take a look at the link. He says the link only contains the numbers. I'll quickly go look at it, hopefully before the end of the lesson. I might have just shared that part with you. Right. Okay, sorry, where was I? There's 3 things there. It's either in the journals or in the bank statement, or it's in one of the 2. So it's either in both or it's in one of them. So it's in the journals and it's in the bank statements, or it's in one of them. So just remember that. Right, so let's go and read through this. Okay, my laggy friend is very laggy at this stage. So let's just see if we can maybe speed him up a bit. There we go. If I do this and this, and sometimes then it stops working like we did now. I'm just going to restart it quickly. I just hold on. So I'm stopping that. And I'm starting that. Sorry, but this is just one of those things in life. There we go. So we're back. Okay, right. So the bank account in the books of Grapevine traders reflect a debit balance. Now, debit balance means in your bank, the bank account is going to be on this side, right, of 16,160. But before the following adjustments, that is really important, before those adjustments have taken place, right? Okay, so let's go take a look. 1.2.1 is required, the bank account. So what do we have to do? We have to calculate the correct bank account balance on 28 February 2018. Right, so I'm going to put on, I think now I've closed it out. I'm going to put on the answer and then we're going to work from there. I see my friend is extremely laggy. I do apologize for that. I did try it beforehand. And yeah, it's kind of sometimes working and sometimes not working. I think it has to do with the fact that we are live at this stage. Right. Okay. But there's the correct bank account balance. Right. So let's go through it. What we need to do is calculate the correct bank account balance. Okay. So we start off with the 16160, because that is the amount from our bank. I think, yeah, let's just stop it again and let's just start it again. I'm going to take over the whole thing here. Oh, it's extremely laggy, but let's try to cope with it, because this is the, I usually use my camera, but at this stage the camera is out of action. Okay, so what I'm going to do, let's just put back the PDF as well so you can follow on the PDF. All right, let's just get to where it is in the PDF. All right, assessment questions. Here we go. There we go. Right. Okay, so this is a book that I've been talking about. It's got about 26 pages in it. And I think what I'm going to do, this is the one that we want. And we do it the following way. I'm going to do something else here. I'm going to make a quick screenshot of it. Let's just do snip here. And I'm going to do this in Paint, because it's just going to be that easier. Right. Nope. Sorry about this, boys and girls. This is sometimes what happens with technology. All right, okay, let's go through it. So we start off with the 16,160. So that's what's in our bank account at this stage. And let's do this like man used to do. Let's just go and flash it out in Excel. All right, almost there, almost there. There we go. We put that side, and we put that one that side. There we go. Right. So we start off with a positive bank balance of 16,160. So that would be our balance at the end of the month. Now, before all those adjustments, that's very important. So let's go and take a look at what adjustments we need to do for this. Right. So this is, again, something which we need to do. So let's ignore that for now. Let's get to the next part. Right. So this is the bank Recon statement. So which means this was not in the bank account. Okay. Anyone? The PDF is not just the solution. There's anything inside of it as well. And I see we've got something which I'm just going to. Okay, Kev, are you busy with us working? Right, okay. Right, okay, so let's go on. Okay, so this is the extract from a bank recon statement. So this was in the bank account, but not on the bank statement. So we're not really going to deal with this part because this has to do with the bank account. It's got absolutely nothing to do with our bank account at this particular stage. Right, is everyone with me? So I'm kind of ignoring that one for now. Then they say the following, note the following now, this has to do with that part over there. So let's just go and take a look. Outstanding deposit of 24,000, which is that one, did not appear in the bank statement for February 20.18. Okay, so that's missing. Investigation revealed that this money was never deposited. Cashier left the country and cannot be traced. So the cashier's gone with 24,000 bucks. Right, so that's a bit of a issue. All right, so which means the original transaction here was, listen to me carefully. Okay, who can tell me what was the original transaction here? Because you need to, and this is kind of what Recon is all about. You need to think about what was the original transaction here. Anyone from the Zoom group chat? If it says the outstanding deposit, what does it mean? It means it was where? Where did we write it originally? In which journal? Come, think. Write me an answer. Write me an answer. That's an outstanding deposit. Yes. Yes. So that would have been in the CRJ. So originally we would put there that 24,000 in the CRJ. Now we found out that that 24,000 is not going to be in the CRJ anymore. So we now have to take it out of this balance. So I'm just going to put here the value stolen money. And I'm going to put there 24,000. But now remember, this 24,000 has to go from the journal. You can't put it into the journal because it's already there. You have to take it out of the journal. I'm also going to make this a bit bigger so you can see. Right. Everyone with me on this particular one? That's why we did it. Originally, you need to go and think, what was the original transaction? The original transaction was that it was put in the CRJ, and now we have to take it out of the CRJ. Right. The bank statement showed, reflected a check. Oh, this is interesting. Bank statement reflected a check 688 correctly as 4270. Here, outstanding checks means it's 4720. Again, what was the original transaction here? To which journal did we take that transaction? Think, right? There's more than one person in this class. Think, to which journal did we take that original transaction to? CPJ. Right, thank you, Danielle. There we go, CPJ. So we took it to CPJ as 4270. However, it says there 4720. Okay, so we most likely reflected this one in the CPJ as 4720. But it's actually 4270. So in the CPJ, it was 4720. So that was the CPJ. And and it should be, the correct amount is 4270. So they swapped it around. So we kind of need to go, I'm just going to call it swapped values. And the difference there is actually 450. If you take the correct amount, the correct amount 4270, but we wrote 4720, it gives us a difference of 450, which we did ourselves in, because we wrote there 4720, but the correct amount was that. So that should be a plus for us. Everyone happy? Questions? Everyone happy? I don't see a lot, but I can see people are either listening or they there. Right. Okay. So make sure, think about what happened originally. Okay. So let's go down to the next one. So we've got the difference there, and we've got the outstanding amount there, which was stolen. This one, information on the bank statement, number B, which was not taken into account calculating the balance of the bank account. Bank showed an unpaid check, which had already received from a debtor. I'm coming back to that one. Let's do the easy one first. A stop order 1650 for insurance. So which means it's on the bank statement, but not the bank account. Where are you going to take that to? Where do you think that's going to go? That 1650. Think about it. Right, I'll put up the link just now. I'm going to put the link up right at the end of the class, so you can have all the links that you want. But think now, the question is, the stop order is in the bank statement, but not the bank account. So where are we going to take that? Where do you think we're going to take that? Let's see. So where can I watch the remainder of the video that I will miss? Remainder of the video will be on YouTube. So you can take a look at YouTube for the rest of the video. Right, I'll quickly then put up the link. Just give me a quick minute. Here we go. Click the link. It's copy link, then paste the link, and send it to everyone, not just to one person. It's Control V, paste the link. Right, try that. I'm not sure if it's the same one. Just see. Yeah, I think it's kind of a different link. Just quickly take a look if you can get into the link, and then just tell me again if it's just one of those things. Right, stop order 1650 for insurance. That would also go to our bank account. So I'm going to put there insurance, and so that would be minus 1650. Okay, then let's get back to this one. Bank statements showed an unpaid check for 2710, which had originally been received by the debtor. So it is the 2710. What do you think? Where is it going to go? Think. Unpaid check. So we kind of have to write it back. But at this stage, it's not going to go through the bank at this particular stage. Right. So we've kind of, let's take a look on the next page. Okay, so that's it. Right. So it showed an unpaid check of 2710, which had originally been received from the debtor. Oh, sorry, yeah. Sorry, apologies. I'm thinking of something else. Yeah. Sorry, where will this go? Where will this go? 2710. We don't receive it anymore. So that is refer to drawer, if you want to call it. That's an unpaid check. It will go there as well. 2710. So we received the money. but we're not receiving that money. Right, so I'm going to say equals sum. I'm going to do the lazy way. I'm going to add it, and there we go. 11,750 in credit. That is our correct bank account. Important here, what did I do? Something which was in the bank recon statement, which was not in the journal, the CRJ or the CPJ. That's important. And think very carefully. It seems this thing about the solutions. All right, I'm going to share that with you. Get a shareable link. Let's say share it. Let's do it here. Get a shareable link. Copy it. All right, everyone try this one now. Okay, try that one. See if that one works. Because I've now shared the whole folder with you at this particular stage. Right. So okay, sorry. Where was I? Where was I? It's either going to be in the one or in the other one for you to do it. Right. The next one. Let's get back to the information. Right. So the internal auditor is concerned about the management of cash because, yeah, I would also be concerned if someone walked away with 24,000 Rand. Explain the two different problems to justify his concern. First of all, quote the figures. Obviously, the 24,000 Rand, that would be there and that would be worth 1 mark. Right. And then it says there possible rolling of cash. Now, what do we mean with the rolling of cash? Right, let's just take a look. Oh, right, the other way. Let's just take a look. Here, we said 12,760 dated 18 February. Okay. Today is the 28th of February. 18th of February. We were supposed to deposit the cash. Today is the 28th of February. Yeah, that's 10 days later. How come a deposit is outstanding for 10 days? That's rolling off cash. Are you with me? Someone's keeping the cash there for themselves and only depositing that cash on a later date. That's so someone again is keeping cash for themselves. That's what we call the rolling of cash. So that is really a problem. So that's worth 4 marks. You have to explain the concept, and you have to explain how much it is. In this case, it's 24,000 that's been stolen. And here, I know this one is a kind of a difficult one. This one is kind of hidden from you. On the 18th of February, we deposited, we were supposed to deposit, but on the 28th of February, it's still outstanding. That's not on. That's really not on. Right. Okay. That's that particular one. So there, that brings us at the end of that particular question. Let's go to another question, which is question 2 or module 2. Again, that's a bank recon statement. I would really love to do this one using my thingy, but it's kind of, yeah, let's just go on. Right. Okay. It says there, again, calculate the correct bank balance of the bank account on 28th February 20.18. Okay. Prepare the bank recon statement. 2.13, refer to information A. Right. Okay, so let's read through it. Owner asked the bookkeeper, Ray Duncan, why the deposit of 2,050 was not yet deposited. Again, we get that. Ray said she was very busy at that time and could not deposit the money. She kept it in a drawer and forgot about it. She brought it to the owner and said she will deposit as soon as possible. Okay, so that's one situation. Then refer to information D. So this particular one refers to that one. So what control measures can they put in place to not do this particular part again? What can the business do not to deal with this type of problem anymore, where people forget their stuff? Anyone? Let's see. Let's put it out there. What do you think? What do you think can the owner do to have not this problem anymore? because it seems she is busy. Ah, yes. Okay, yeah. All right. Okay, those of you that's looking at the memo, don't look at the memo, just think. Right, okay, yeah. But separation of duties or division of duties that we can use a drop safe. That's where you put stuff in a safe and the security company come and pick it up. Check for your outstanding deposits on a weekly basis. Right, that is very important. Okay, so when the financial statements will be drawn up on 28 February 20.18, now this is financial statements. That's got nothing to do with Recon. It's got everything to do with Recon. Right. On the 28th of February, an adjustment has to be made for check number 1010, where 780 Rand has to be added to the bank and to trade and other payables. Trade and other payables, that's a creditor. Explain why this adjustment has to be made and why the 780 has to be added to trade and other payables. Financial statements, it's an adjustment for check 1010. Okay, let's go and see what is check 1010. Let's go and see. There's checks there, there's checks there. There's something there, there's something there. Ah, here we go. There's check 1010. Who can tell me? Who can tell me what is the issue here? What is the issue here? It's one of our 6 pillars of accounting. It's one of our 6 pillars of accounting. Dated for March, after the book year, not during. Yeah, boy. It's a post-dated check. Has to go to trade and other payables. It has to go there because it's a post-dated check. That is very important. Okay. So the check, in actual fact, will not be paid during this year. So therefore, the entry in the cash payments journal did actually not decrease the bank balance because when you put it in there, think again, what was the original transaction here? The original transaction is we went to the CPJ and said, put it in bank and put it wherever. Right. But it's a post-dated check. So we have to actually take it out of the bank and we have to take it to trade and other payable, trade and other payables because that money is still owed at the end of the year because we're only paying it next year. Okay, so this is kind of a sneaky question that they're asking you. NB, this is a very nice question to ask. Right, so it will go out. It must go out of the bank because we're not liable for it for this year. We're only liable for it for next year, but we have to take it there. Right. Okay, so that is that particular one. That is the extract of the bank recon, and those are those 2. I see there's around about 7 minutes left. Please, can everyone just check for me if that Google link is now actually working? Those of you that can have access to the Google link, if it's actually working, you should be able to get 3 documents now. Okay, in my drive. Okay, so it says there now 2019, 2020 in YouTube work. Let me just bring it across. Okay, wow, there's okay, it's all from Gauteng. It's all Gauteng stuff here. Right, from grade 10 through to grade 11 through to grade 12. So this is kind of a very nice resource for you, if you want to call it like that. This resource, this particular one, comes from the department or the GDE, Gauteng Department of Education. You'll see there's quite a few memos here, quite a few things. You can work here for grade 10, grade 11, and grade 12. It's always nice to work through a grade 11 paper as well. Don't discard those. If you've got some time, do it. This would be the class. It says I need permission. Okay, let's go and give you permission. Okay, there's clubs and companies and all of that accounting. All right, let's see. Share. Oh, yeah. Apologies. Yeah, only people in my school are going to be able to do this. On public on the web, save. I'm logged in as at Hoërskool Elspark. All right, try again. Kev, just try again. It should work now. Okay, then you can take this away and you've got a huge amount of work. I'm going to ask ma'am if she'll be back tomorrow. Oh yeah, grade 12, we're changing times. Go take a look. I'm not sure what the time for accounting is at this particular stage, but we are changing times. I know this one is a very late session. So go and check the details of the accounting. Go to africateengeeks.co.za and please go and change and go and look at what the new timetable is. I think the Zoom link, ma'am host, is going to stay the same. It will be at 4 o'clock. Yes, 1 hour earlier. Thank you, ma'am host. It's going to be at 4 o'clock. And as far as I'm correct, the link will stay the same. If she can maybe just confirm that for us. Nope. Okay. Boys and girls, it's going to be a different link. And you have to go and take a look at Africa Teen Geeks and get that link. Right. But I think I've given you here enough work to keep you busy from now until the day that you write matric. So if you feel you run out of if you feel you run out of work to do, there's a link. All right, apologies. Before you go, Luke, you need to register to get the links. Sorry, it's not going to be posted on social media anymore. We've got such a trolling problem that please go register with africateengeeks.co.za and please go and fetch the links there. We're not publishing it anymore because there's trolls. Not in this classroom, but this morning I experienced a few trolls in my classroom. So please, it will be at 4 o'clock and it will be a new link. So please make sure you get that and there's enough work. Right, there's actually 4 minutes left. Anyone got any questions? Everyone happy? I know it's a bit of a bombshell having me here instead of ma'am. I'm not as good as she is, but we always try to strive for better. All right, any questions? Everyone happy? Yes, no, everyone, okay, everyone seems to be happy. You either didn't understand a thing or I am so good that everyone actually now understands what recons are all about. So it's always one of those two extremes or somewhere in between. You're lying somewhere in between. Just write there in between or yes or no. Yes, you understand. No, you don't have a clue, or just in between. All right. I see people are leaving, so I'm in between. Okay. At least there's some hope. Right. Just go through this again, and then we're going to go further from there. So I'm going to say goodbye to you at this particular stage. Ma'am will be back tomorrow with some more reconciliations, if I am correct. Thank you very much, ma'am host, and for hosting us, and goodbye to all of you.